Carlos, obviously Ranger Suarez is pretty tough, but what did he do specifically to get that level of strikeouts against you guys tonight?
Yeah, I thought the fastball was probably the best we've seen in the past couple of years. The life, the movement, he used it front hip to finish hitters, and froze a few of them there for strike three. The cutter, pretty much everything for him was working. We know his ability to change speed, to move the ball in and out, whether it's with the cutter or with the sinker. But today I feel like he was on.
The offense had been so good for such a long stretch. It was obviously going to come back down to earth a little bit, but the last few games, do you credit more the pitchers that you've seen, or have you seen something different in the offensive approach?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both. You got to give those guys, the pitchers we're facing, some credit, but we also know we're good. And I feel like the past couple of days we got off the fastball again. Taking strike three seems like some of the guys are in between at times, and like I said, we're taking good pitches to hit, even with two strikes. So when we were clicking, I feel like we were aggressive, we were dictating at bats, and right now I feel like it's a combination of both.
And first 2 innings, they gave some runs on, but then you kind of saw that third, fourth, and fifth. Overall, what you think of his performance?
Yeah, I thought obviously they got him there in the first couple of innings. Feel like he wasn't able to put hitters away. Castellano gets him 1-2 slider sweeper there in the first inning. Then sent in 1-2 changeup that caught too much of a plate. Hung up sweeper to Bader, and then after that he started attacking with the fastball especially, and he was able to get through 5 there, but obviously there was some damage done there in the first couple of innings.
What is your confidence level in him going forward now?
This is a guy that we're counting on. He was huge for us last year. I know it's been a struggle for him, and obviously he's frustrated too, but we're gonna need this guy. We brought this guy in here to make an impact, and our job is to, continue to help him. Obviously, the last 3 innings were a lot better, and hopefully he can take some positive out of these outings with that.
After that second inning, you brought him down into the tunnel. What was that conversation, and did you see him alter anything based off of the discussion that you guys had?
Yeah, no, it was just more like he was showing a little bit of the frustrations there, which you understand, but at the same time, you got to fight. You got to fight, and I'm glad that he was able to respond to it. I was proud of him for that. But I think that's messaging for all of us here. We're in the middle of it, and we got to fight. And like I said, I'm glad that he was able to do that.
You got some runs late, but they answered back as well. How tough was that for you? Haven't seen you guys maybe make some headway. They answer right back.
Yeah, we didn't make a play, and before you know it, it was a 3-run homer. And they break the game open there. Yeah, that's a good team. And when you're giving them extra outs or extra bases, they want to make you pay. And they did that today.
Carlos, in the big picture, there's 17 games left. Your lead may be down to 3 games by the end of today. What's your level of just concern that you guys won't be able to hold on to this lead?
No, we will. We're good. We got to play better. And we got to fight. We're in the middle of it. There's no time to feel sorry or we got to fight. What was in the past is in the past, and we got to continue to take it one day at a time.
Are you seeing enough fight? Or are you seeing the kind of fight that you want to see from these guys?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Guys are grinding, and it's going to be tough at times. And we're going through a little bit of a tough stretch right now. But I like how the guys are preparing, competing, and we just haven't been able to put it together.
Carlos, you mentioned in that 7th inning not making a play. How do you address something like that with Mark on that Stott single?
Yeah, no, he knows. He knows, obviously. Balls hit right at him, and you got a plus runner getting down the line, So just a little bit of the awareness there, that knowing that you got a lefty that put the ball in play, and he was on the go right away. So maybe a little bit of sense of urgency there. But he knows it's a play that he makes 99% of the time.
I'm sorry. We asked you about sort of piggybacking type of possibility. Do you foresee a change in role for Sean Manaea to kind of help him work through some of this?
We said that we were going to be creative, but at the same time, we're going to need this guy. We're going to continue to give, especially Sean, opportunities, but we got to help him.
Do you expect him to make his next start?
As of right now, yeah.
You mentioned the fight. You mentioned the battle they have, and with each loss and another game that's tacked on to the lead. How do you keep your players from not doing too much out there and not pressing as it progresses?
What was that again?
How do you keep up with not pressing as the season keeps going on here, as it winds down?
Continue to trust and believe in those guys. You know, a lot of experience, a lot of talent, a lot of good players. We've been through adversity before, you know, and we got to find a way, and we will.
Soto getting his 30th steal there. Did you expect him to go in that spot?
I did not, but you know he got there. Obviously, this is a guy that you trust with the decision making, and yeah, it's a big deal for him getting the 30 there. But if you ask him, he's not about his own stats. He's about winning, you know. And right now, obviously, we're going through a tough stretch, but he's all about winning here. And but the fact that he got to 30 is pretty impressive.